Hi, YouTubers. It's Rainbow here. I just watched my little recording for Thundercats, the whole Between Brothers episode, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited, but I'm also kind of ticked off at it. But if you didn't watch the episode, then you really missed out because this episode was amazing. But like I said, at some points that I really didn't like. Now, whenever I watch my favorite shows, most of the time, I'm looking for my favorite couple that I can, ship because I'm a sucker for that in cartoons. And at first, when I started watching, I was like, okay, so it looks like it's gonna be Chitara and Lionel because they just literally threw it on their faces. Like, okay, this is the main ship, take it. And I'm like, okay. And then I noticed that Chitara and Tiger started looking cute, and I'm like, ooh, okay, it's gonna work. But I never watched the 1980s one. I'm not an 80s kid, unfortunately, but I didn't hate it, didn't love it, didn't really notice it. And it said there that Chitara and Tiger were actually love interests at the time. And I'm like, hey, so maybe this new show is going to be faithful to the 80s one. I was starting to point out little hints, and there was actually a lot of competition that was going on between Lionel and Tiger for Chitara's affections. And just I'm not to just get to the point. With Chitara, I just don't like how they haven't done anything with her. We've only found out like a little bit about her past, just that she was an orphan who showed up at the doors of the clerics, and it's like, oh, teach me, oh wise one, and he said no. Jugga said no. And it's like, so she's just gonna be sitting out there for all that time, and eventually her persistence is gonna get her a teacher and all that. It's like they definitely could teach her, like, not teach, but develop her more. Like, we have no character development on Chitara whatsoever, and the fact that they've thrown her into the storm of a harem between these two guys. I can't believe I used the term harem in this. Well, technically it is two brothers, but at the end of this episode, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen, Tiger and Chitara, they finally kiss, and I'm like, yay! I was losing it. I fell on the ground. I started like laughing as loud as I could, even though it's like 12:30. No, it was around 12:15 then. But at the same time, after I watched it again and again, as I do that, I realized it was pretty rushed. Like, it's like bam, all of a sudden, and I really don't like how Chitara just, okay, I'm gonna kiss you now. It's like, just an episode before, you were all over Lion-O. And it's like, you need to make up your mind with this. Well, obviously, she did make up her mind, but it's like, because we didn't get any character development on Chitara and how she feels, or how she felt about Tiger, we didn't get that much of a, there was no emotional buildup on her side that she really liked Tiger. It's just that one little instance in that forest of Magi, or if that's how you pronounce it, when, Tiger catches her and whatnot. It's like barely any type of hint to that. But it's like there have been more hints between her and Lionel that it's like we could assume that she's into Lionel, but nope, she's into Tiger apparently. And it's like they could have done a lot more. They could have done a lot more, given more hints to it, build up that relationship, and not seem like it was awkward. Because really, if you look at it, Chitara and Tiger didn't have that many moments of their own anyway. It was always her and Lionel that had some sort of special moment, like that episode with the peddlers when she's like, "Oh, we have the sword, we have hope," and all that mushy stuff. And then the whole, I'm gonna help Lionel get a sword to work. And Tigra, they never had a moment together at all. Tigra was just longing for her, and he was pissed that she was all over Lionel, and all of a sudden, bam, she's with him now. But yeah, 13 episodes in, and they already have the couple now. It's like, wait, 5 minutes, let that emotion build up, But on a scale of 1 to 10, with their relationship and how that was executed for the most part, maybe a 7. Probably a 7. They could have done a lot more, but with the stuff they have compared to other shows that are on Cartoon Network, with all their relationships and whatnot, it's pretty dang good. That was good, For once, we actually had a rivalry between brothers for it. And that fight scene was pretty dang good. This episode was amazing if you're not even into the romance part. I love that part too. So I'm going to save that in my DVR for the next 42 months. Yay. And, that's it. Hopefully this video gets on YouTube for once. But if it does, then victory. But, this is Rainbow. I like Thundercats. If you're not watching it already, I'm sorry. They're kind of late. Very late. But, you know, this is Rainbow signing off.